Good morning, guys. Welcome to Bar Z. My name's Stan, and today we're looking at a mock-up of a Hotshot 1200. This is a 1200 cubic inch oven, and you can see it's put together in a little bit different configuration, and I'm just kind of working out some of the bugs, and it should be pretty easy. I've just got the control box temporary on there and the faceplate on there with some masking tape, so give you an idea what everything looks like. But you can see we got the door up on top now, and I was playing around with what to do with the handle, thinking about it. You know, I could have put it on top here, but when you lift the lid, then your hand's got to reach all the way over the top. So I'm pretty happy with that. Out in front, makes it look like a a walk-in refrigerator. Or not a walk-in refrigerator, but a chest type refrigerator or freezer. And another thing I didn't like was the lid flopped all the way over. So I put two outriggers out there with some rubber bumpers on it. Those are the same as the feet that go underneath. So I'm not entirely happy with that, but I've got them nut-certed. See the nut-certs there in the corners? So it won't get shipped with those, but the user can put them on really easily. And that stops the lid right at 120 degrees. So I didn't like the lid flopping over backwards and trying to, spring the hinges and do all kinds of stuff. So I wanted it to open up just beyond 90. And I'm thinking for production models, what we'll come up with is a little circular plate that can rivet onto the side of the door and have like a shoulder bolt in a nutsert here on the side with a radius slotted hole, one on each side, pretty small, not very big. So that'll just be a plate that swings with the door and creates a stop. That way I can leave it on during shipping, and the customer doesn't have to put it on themselves, and it would all radius right off the hinge pin. So I'm thinking that's going to be the final, but this is my first rendition. There's a couple of outriggers out back, which could get in the way if you've got stuff behind the oven and you go to lift up the door or whatever. So the way this thing sits, you have to have some room behind there to the wall or whatever for this to clear and to open up. All right, so that's the 1200 top loader, which has been dubbed the Evolution. And you can see I've got some 1200s to build. Those are all doors there. There's side plates over there. There's control boxes. Here's some that are already built in this old configuration. And then I got more boxes over there, 1200s and 360s. So I've got my work cut out for me. But I just thought I'd show you what the 1200 Evolution is going to look like as far as top load. All right, let me show you the Argon kits real quick. Okay, and we got Argon kits in stock. I got flow meters, small parts, tubing, Argon brackets. These are the ones I had laser cut to hold the flow meters. So we got brackets, more brackets. All right, so we've got some parts for Argon. Let's go see how they fit on the oven. Okay, this is an Argon kit. Now what I've done is I went ahead and changed what you probably already saw on the original Argon kit. I changed this flow meter over to a ball valve unit. It's got a brass ball valve, and your inlet port is at the bottom, two 1032 mounting screws, and then your outlet port is out on top. So gas in on the bottom, out on top, and you've got some adjustment there now too, right at the oven. So my initial testing, it worked good on mine, but someone else tried it and they said, hey, it's a pain having to go over to the welding bottle to adjust the flow and then try to see what's going on with your meter. So I'm getting I'm getting flow meters that have an adjustment on them. You've got your tubing, which is a 1/4 inch polyethylene tubing, and this is all rated for gas. You've got a small hardware kit that I went ahead and labeled the contents, and these have got your fittings and your mounting screws and O-rings and things like that. You get the Inconel argon tube with the stainless steel 90. Then there's a bushing right here. This is what gets installed on the oven. It's got a counter bore right there. The O-ring just pops into that. So that slides in and out of there. And then the argon tube at the end has got 4 ports. North, south, east, and west. And a plug in the end. So that's the argon tube. There's a ceramic, I'm not going to open this up, but there's a ceramic plug that you use for a closure plug. When you're not using the argon, you can put an O-ring on this ceramic plug and drop it in the bushing. The bushing stays with the oven all the time. All right, and then instructions for the flow meter, and then it comes with a flow meter bracket. And I made this with slotted holes. That was according to my beta testing from Mr. Tom Lipton. He said, hey, this thing was a pain to install. Give me some slotted holes. So Tom got his slotted holes. And this literally pinches between the cooling fan and the control box. And what that's going to do, that's going to put your flow meter right on top of your control box. And remember, you're coming out of the top of the flow meter, so it just makes a simple loop and comes up to the top of the oven. All right, so not terribly hard. And then your inlet's down at the bottom. You are being supplied with 10 feet of hose, and you're also getting the fittings. You're getting 4 fittings, so that's 1 to use at your regulator over on your tank, 2 for the flow meter, and then another one goes straight into your argon nozzle. Okay, but we got argon kits in stock, so if any of you guys want to retrofit any of your existing 360s, I made it as easy as I possibly could to get argon on an existing Hotshot. Okay, and I've got instructions on how to drill and tap the bushing into your oven. What you want to do is you want to put it in right in the top, center by center. You have to drill and tap very straight, and then you have to take a smaller drill and go through and drill the insulation all the way through very squarely. You know, if you get it off center, then your rod or your argon tube's not going to fit right, and you're going to struggle getting it in and out. All right, but that is the argon kit. Okay, guys, that's all the news that is news. I apologize to everyone for running so long on this. My laser cutter was running long because of the CV19, and it's been hard getting parts. I guess you guys have probably already figured out everything's running slow, but I'm going to get your ovens to you as quick as I can. I finally got sheet metal, and I can finally get to work. All right, everybody, thanks for watching.